Okay, so now Florida State is out. We all came to find out they're out. They're not part of the top 4 in the playoffs or whatever the case is. You got Washington, you got Texas, you got Alabama, and you have Michigan.
Let me speak first, and I have 3 points, and I want you guys to answer 2 because you are more into the college scene than I am. Number 1, the 13-0 wins that Florida won. Were they playing Allegheny, Century Village, Community College State, or were they playing some beast in those 13 wins?
They had the 55th
Strength of schedule.
55th
Which means they had weak wins.
I would call tough team here, sorry team here, tough team, sorry team. Alabama had 5.
So you're saying Alabama, Georgia had more beast teams to play and win.
Alabama's in the SEC.
I know that, but I'm saying of the 13 wins Florida State had, was 7 or 8 close your eyes wins? Not close your eyes.
Listen. I got to look at the schedule. They beat Florida on the road. They beat Clemson on the road. They beat Miami.
Clemson ain't Clemson. Florida ain't Florida. Miami
but they got to make their schedule.
SEC.
And LSU, first game of the year. They beat LSU.
SEC is the toughest conference all the time.
Okay, right. That's what I'm asking.
Lost 1 game.
Let me chime in real quick. I think the Pac-10 had the toughest conference this year.
Okay, so here's my second.
SEC kind of
all right, here's my second point. And my third one, my second one, had this kid Jordan Travis, who's the beast, been healthy, because NCAA is the college voting board.
It's the BCS committee.
Right, they have people that vote.
So do you think, in your eyes, I can ask you guys, you know more than I, if this Jordan Travis kid was healthy, would...
No question.
Question. My third point is, well, 2A. So it's a ratings thing. Had this kid been healthy, they would put him in there, you think?
It's a ratings thing, but it's also we don't want to have another TCU thing going on.
TCU kind of fucked FSU a little bit.
Right.
If you ask me.
A lot. Because if it wasn't the TCU thing, they'd have said, you know what? Hey, we got to still put them in there. They deserve it. We got to see what they can do. But right now, we're all like, no.
All right, one more question.
You're not going to do good, so no, get the fuck out.
Why isn't, and this is a big broad question, why isn't college football like the NFL, AFC, NFC? Why can't you put everybody in the same league, and during the season, they play each other? The Washingtons play the Alabamas.
It's like 120 teams.
I thought about that. Okay.
It's kind of working itself towards that.
Because they're going to have the playoff, right? The 8 teams,
12 teams. All these teams are getting to the conferences are shrinking, bro.
Okay.
Texas is going to the fucking SEC. The Big Ten's going away. The Pac-10's going away.
Right.
It's shrinking.
Who's going to the SEC?
Texas,
and Oklahoma going to the SEC.
Well, they deserve to be there because they're big dogs. So yeah, I always wondered in my version is why are they one league?
There's too many teams.
So many teams.
Okay. But then are there so many teams in that D1 beast mode?
There's 120 teams in D1.
Oh damn. Wow. Okay.
If you want to count that,
right?
Yeah.
We're not talking about like
not
D2
mode,
or something.
But
there's 120 teams in D1.
Right.
Okay.
And
okay. Then
Shedeur Sanders was sacked last out of all those 120 teams.
That's all you got to say. Yeah.
Right.
That tells me a lot.
So now tonight, we know why the 4 were picked. We know why Michigan's picked because that was the biggest storyline of the year. Right. You know, Alabama deserves and Georgia deserves just on we are that nice alone. Not Georgia. I'm sorry.
Texas.
Right.
Washington.
But Washington come this weekend, whatever happens, if Michigan and Washington get booty stomped, will that say they'll say we told you so?
No.
Or
because Florida State in a lot of the way they used to have it was the BCS was the computer. You type in tells you who should be there.
Right.
And it was like it was stupid. We need people to actually see, they lost by 7, but damn, they were losing by 42 points. That game was really a blowout. But the computer saw lost by 7.
Right.
Back then, you had to run up the score in order to fucking make the playoffs.
Everybody had to get blowed up. So now we see the games. Now we got people actually watching the games, and they're saying basically, bro, without your quarterback, Florida State, I'm sorry, y'all undefeated. And it's still kind of close with you and Alabama, whoever to get in that top 4. We probably would have had y'all in there because y'all were undefeated. We would have left. But your quarterback's not there.
But that QB, what you're saying, instead of cut you off, that speaks ratings. Television ratings.
Brian, that's what
it's ratings, but it's also...
It's ratings, bro. It's money and ratings.
Let me ask you, who has a better chance of being Alabama? Michigan or Florida State without this quarterback?
You think Michigan? What do you say? You say Michigan?
I'm waiting for this. Who do you say? Florida State without the quarterback or Michigan?
FSU defense is tough, bro.
Okay. Give me an answer.
Probably the best team right now. I don't know, man. Slightly Alabama. I got slightly.
Who
Alabama.
has the better chance to beat Alabama? Florida State without the quarterback or Michigan?
To be Alabama?
Yeah.
Is this guy really shaky? The quarterback right now?
It's the third string that down. It's
Oh,
probably gonna be
God.
the second string quarterback, but it's Michigan. But I still,
So that's why we're gonna put Michigan in there.
No, but that's the rating.
We're not doing this TCU
But
shit.
they're telling
That's
you
the rating
TV.
shit. Yeah, that's what that is.
We're not doing this TCU shit. Well, people, you think people from Florida State won't watch that game?
I know to prove that point.
People
they
in
won't.
Washington,
Right.
Like you're gonna watch.
Well,
It's the playoffs.
Fans
You're gonna
are
watch
fans.
the game
no,
either
time
way.
out, time out. Fans are fans, right? They're gonna watch it anyway. But I'm saying what they wanted in there had that kid been healthy, good to go.
He's in there.
They're in there.
in there.
They'd have
That's
been in there.
disgusting.
But that's
the
I-
disgusting part.
I don't think so. I feel like it sucks, but your team, you're down to like your third quarterback, bro.
I disagree, bro. I think you went undefeated. I think you
With
won
the
your conference.
55th rank
Hey,
schedule,
that's their schedule.
and I'm Alabama, and the only team I lost to was Texas, I believe, and they're in that Final Four.
Alabama struggled a lot. Then they came.
I
out
ran
with-
through.
They
I
went through a 4th and
I
31.
went undefeated
miracle.
in that SEC.
The SEC wasn't as tough
Isn't
this
Alabama's
year, bro.
quarterback situation shaky too?
It is,
It
but
is, it is.
he's starting to play a little bit
Alabama
better.
had an
so.
up and down year, not up and down, but they had some rough.
They
games.
made it through the SEC.
SEC isn't as, that's the
Okay,
thing, isn't as tough.
Their
this year as
strength of
usually is.
schedule was 5th out of 120 teams,
Congratulations. I don't care, man.
and the
don't-
team
I
they
don't-
lost
I
to
just-
is in the playoff.
I just can't. I can't justify FSU being. And I hate.
You
fucking
have to-
FSU. Hate that fucking team. You don't
Where's
understand.
Boss? Boss
I'm a
man- Boss
diehard
man's pissed.
Goddamn Canes
Theo's
fan,
pissed,
bro.
man.
Oh,
Yeah.
you gotta be fucking.
Theo's
dying.
hot. Theo's hot.
I just can't justify this, man.
Wow.
Like,
I don't
like
have a problem with it,
it was
bro.
a terrible fucking storm for the way everything that happened the way it did.
Yeah,
for
it really
Georgia
did.
to lose, for Auburn to fucking give up a 4th and 31 to fucking lose that game to fucking Alabama. All
See,
that
but,
shit.
but this is my thing. If Georgia would have won, it'd have been Texas,
That's
Georgia,
what the-
Michigan, and
But what you just
so
said.
you saying fuck Washington?
Wait, who?
It'd have been Michigan. It would have been Texas. It would have been
Oh,
Georgia.
no, then FSU would have been out. Yeah, FSU would have been out. Yeah,
They still would have been out either way.
because you already had 4 conference champions.
Right. They would have been out either way if Georgia won or lost. They would have been out.
But Georgia would have been undefeated. Alabama would have been undefeated. That's the only thing.
If Georgia won,
Mhm.
now we're kicking out Washington.
No, it's kicking out FSU.
If Georgia won, Florida State still would not have made it.
It'll be Georgia, Michigan, yeah, Texas, and
Washington.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have made it.
Isn't it?
I'm
of the-
curious-
Of the 4 teams that are there, isn't it? And forget my layman. Isn't it who you beat that season deserve to be there? If Washington beats some of these big dogs in the SEC, if Florida and you know, it's all based on who you beat. The other one would be 13-0, but if you're playing bullshit teams,
But
you don't deserve to be
but
there.
then strength of schedule then.
Right.
And Alabama deserves to be in there.
Then I'm going in my thing by strength of schedule. If 9 of your
That's what
13,
I'm going off of
if-
too. Because Notre Dame back in the days, Citadel, Army, Navy, Air Force, they played
Right.
every fucking, and it was
Right.
like, they went undefeated,
Right.
they'd be like, okay.
Right.
Why
But-
they like,
see, but that the whole thing in Notre Dame killed me because they never played a conference championship. That's
right,
fucking
they was in, they didn't
ridiculous.
have a conference.
All these
They
teams
was
gotta
by
go play
themselves.
these. That's fucking dumb to be. Notre Dame to fucking not play a conference championship and sneak into the thing. Nah, that's
But that was
Yeah.
a money thing back in the day.
course.
Still,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was, obviously. But
But it's all about strength of schedule to me. That's what it should be about. Forget
I
if you
agree.
got Jordan Travis playing night. Strength of schedule.
I agree.
If 9 of my teams were beast mode teams I won, we need to be in there.
I agree.
Yeah.
If you ask me if that quarterback was healthy for Florida State, I would put them in there. I just don't know who I'm taking out at that point.
But this ranking is bullshit. The AP rankings right now, FSU's in front of Alabama.
Right.
The coaches ranking, FSU's in front of Alabama.
But all that shit is stupid.
it's
Like,
stupid. I don't
coach,
understand this
coach.
shit. Do you
No,
think
all that shit is
The
stupid.
BCS rankings. Do you think FSU's better than Georgia?
Without that quarterback?
Yeah.
No.
So why the fuck are they ranked number 5?
I don't know.
This whole shit's dumb. Why
Listen,
even put them at number 5?
I
They should
have
have been
no
out
idea.
from that. If they're gonna do that shit, they should have. Once that quarterback went down, all right, now you out in top 4.
It's all.
They fucked up with-
I think it's all ratings myself. I think it's all who's gonna watch
Of
that
course
game.
it is. NCAA is the most rigged fucking
They're pimps.
money
Honestly,
distribution in the world.
honestly, Washington should be out of there, and
Washington should be
Washington
out?
should be out, bro. I'm
What?
curious to see how they do, and they've been balling this year, and they offense and everything look crazy, and
So you
they've
think-
been balling. I'm
That's-
curious to
that's
see
like
how
that.
Washington does because
They-
I was impressed with them and Oregon this year.
They deserve to be in that.
Washington been balling the whole year.
They thought Oregon was gonna be in that shit. Washington
Right.
was supposed to win that game.
No, I told people Washington was gonna win that one.
And they
Washington
are
is
in
tough. Washington's tough.
Listen, you can't go wrong. The Final Four, this the better games. I just can't.
They're-
Bro, you went 13-0, bro. You
But
won
we're
the
moving
conference.
right. We're moving in a good direction from what it used to be back in the days when they didn't even. It was just Miami, you're number one. You won the championship this year. You're like, huh? What? Not even play.
And then next year, you went from 4 to 12 teams. Right?
Next year we're going 12.
Yeah, the number 13 team. If you right there, I don't give a fuck.
Who cares? Right.
Come on, what are we doing?
We got 12.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Like,
But this
just
year,
make sure the top people are in there. Florida State would have been in there. Georgia would have been in there.
Yeah, everybody.
A couple
would've
other
been
people would have been in there.
Whoever's
You guys
13.
is really speaking politics right now. It's sad. You guys are more knowledgeable, but you're speaking politics, and it shouldn't be that way. Yeah.
There's no other way to do it. When you have people in there, you don't think some of them voters have
No,
Right,
bro, that's
right,
my
right,
whole
right,
point.
right.
They hand is in that money jar, bro.
right. You don't think, hey, I'm Alabama.
I
Make sure you
get
vote for us.
I
Like,
get it. You
But-
can't, and then don't leave an SEC team out. Like I get the whole politics behind this shit, man.
what do you think,
It
man?
just sucks for FSU. Imagine being on that team.
You go undefeated,
Yeah.
bruh.
Yeah.
But I'm not putting that team without their quarterback. I've seen the TCU shit. I don't care.
Well,
That's the-
my
I'm
last,
not putting you
my
in
last
there.
thought in this: the last 3 games. When did the kid go out? 3 games ago.
Two.
2
They
games
played
ago.
Florida,
Who they played the last 2
Florida.
games?
Florida,
And
and then Louisville, which is a decent team.
Florida and they held.
They
Their
didn't look
defense
great.
stepped up.
Their offense didn't look good.
The problem is
was
their offense.
locked down.
The defense was doing what they're supposed to do. The offense is going to be the problem, bro.
okay.
But that's where the politicking goes. I heard somebody say it. The coach should have been like, you know what? Jordan Travis might play in the championship game. If he says that shit,
They know
that kind of changes shit.
So
a little
at the
bit.
last 2 games of Florida, they were beating Texas. They were beating the Ohio State.
they're-
Florida State.
they're
Oh, if they
in.
would have beaten them
They're
teams, yeah,
in.
they would have been good.
Then it's all politics. It's all ratings and
Yes,
politics.
it is, bro.
It is.
But it's the eye test, man.
You're ranked number 4 going into last week. You win your championship conference game, and now you get jumped from an 18. That's crazy.
Okay, but it's the eye test. You think?
Right,
Okay,
right.
I know.
okay. This Florida State team without the quarterback, are they better than Alabama?
I can't answer that, bro. Alabama has
Your eye test. If they played each other, who you think is going to win?
I think Alabama. I think FSU
Okay,
would give them a fucking
Florida
game,
State. You think if Florida State played Michigan without that quarterback, you think they're going to beat Michigan, or is Michigan going to win that?
though. I think both games are close, bro. Honestly,
Who's going to win?
If I had to put money on it,
Yes.
I'll put Michigan.
Okay,
But-
them against Washington, no quarterback. You put money on it.
I put money on every other team but FSU because they have no quarterback.
That's what I'm saying, and that's
But-
what they're seeing. They
it's-
saying
I get it,
Wow.
I get it, but I just think it's fucked up.
But it's not.
I
about,
agree.
It's not about.
People-
That's
I
not
agree,
about
but
wins and
that's-
losses.
There's not like they can't win the game.
I hear you.
If
but
if I think it's gonna be a blowout,
they
I'd be
just
like,
scored
"Don't
how
win
much? How much points they just scored against Louisville?
it." I hear you.
They beat
I
like
hear you.
10-6 or 13-6 or some stupid shit. Like they
But-
can't score without
Wow.
that quarterback.
I mean, you give them a month to prepare. Who knows? They got skill players.
When are these games going down? After New Year's?
After this, no.
It's right
Maybe
before-
Christmas.
It's right before Christmas, I believe, and then they get like 2 weeks to prepare for the
Yeah.
championship or something like that.
It's all wow.
It just
The
the final year has been the most
Florida
controversial. It's
State-
crazy.
I feel for you guys, man.
I feel for you too.
You were
What do you?
caught in the middle of the drama.
What do you? But I feel for you. It was a Florida team. I feel for just the kids. They played their whole season.
Yeah.
And now they can't. But that's just. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
They
You're
got
close.
quarterback.
You're close to Alabama, and you don't have your quarterback. Sorry, I'm not putting that team in here
They're coming after
to
you.
just get blowed out by TCU, bro. I'm not.
But I think FSU will compete with those teams. Man.
I feel you. Compete like what, man? They can't. Look at that.
They'll be compete, but wouldn't be the game everyone wants to see. But they'll compete.
I hear you.
And now they play who? Georgia. Half the people ain't gonna play in that game. So
No, right. It's for nothing. They're
Whatever.
trying to go
Georgia
to
don't
the
give a
NFL.
shit.
Nobody gonna
Yeah.
play. Like that's the way it is now. What do you think, guys? Should they be in the Final Four? Should they not? What do you think?
I'm glad it's 12 teams. All I can say next year.
Yeah, next year
I'm so
there's
glad
no
it's 12
like
teams.
you're number 13. Kiss ass.
Yeah,
Who cares?
Sorry.
Like whatever. See you next time, guys.
Yeah.
You're good. Get back.